Morning. Back in Facebook jail again. I do not know what I've done wrong. It's so stupid. But I am in Facebook jail, and it won't even let me share to the groups that I'm an admin of. It's so fucking weird. I don't know, guys. This whole Facebook jail thing is annoying. And it doesn't matter. And it's weird. It's like I do my sharing. Like yesterday, I did a 3-minute timing between each sharing. And at the end, I got a little overzealous and I shared to like 6 or 7 groups for the last share. But it's like that happened way early in the day. And I don't get notified until like 10 o'clock that night. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Kim Klein. So I'm not sure what's going on. On top of it, I'm on antibiotics. I've been not feeling well. I've had a bit of a stomach flu for the last week. And so the antibiotics, I think, are making me sweat when I take them in the morning. I mean, it doesn't help that I'm drinking coffee and it's humid out, but I feel sweaty. I feel gross. I feel uninspired. It's one of those days, guys. It's just one of those days. And then it doesn't help that Facebook just keeps fucking putting me in jail when all I'm trying to do is like promote a business page in groups that it belongs in. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't, I don't know. And I really honestly believe that Facebook is paying no attention to the content. They just see the amount of shares, so they shut you down. And the problem is I belong to like maybe 17 or 18 groups. And even yesterday, I took the time of setting a 3-minute timer between each group and only sharing it 3 groups at a time. And that still seemed to not please them. So, I love that they don't necessarily give me a reason as to why or how to better my experience. You know, if Facebook is so all about user experience and enhancing our lives and reminding us of our friendships that are so valuable to us and all of this bullshit that they send out these little memes for, then why the fuck can they not send me a letter that says, hey, do it this way and you won't get in any trouble? I don't know. So needless to say, I will not be sharing anything today. So my views will be down, which is fine. It's not all about views, but this is my only outlet for sort of getting my information out there. At this time, aside from YouTube. And YouTube I love. I don't have any problems with YouTube. I'm just trying to build my audience there too. So, and that seems to be moving a bit slower than I would expect. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Weird. One moment. Hello? Hello? Buenas. Yeah, hi. Yo soy gringo, no hablo español. Perdón. I don't speak Spanish. No, there's nobody here in the house that speaks Spanish. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Yo soy gringo. All right, gracias. Hasta luego. Adios. I get those calls every morning too. I love them because they're all like cheery and happy, and they want to sell me something. I have no idea what they're trying to sell me. It's probably some sort of phone plan or a timeshare. Who the hell knows? But it's like I don't know how many times I have to say "Yo soy gringo." I don't speak English. I mean, I don't speak Spanish. And the best part is just they're all cheery and they just keep going. They're like, "Oh, well, is there anybody in the house that does speak Spanish?" Well, if there was, I would probably put them on the phone to you. I speak antibiotics. How does that sound? You want to talk about antibiotics? Do you want to talk about stomach flu? Do you want to talk about eating street tacos and getting sick? Well, I'm in a bit of a mood. And the Palo Santo is just burning out of control, people. Look at this. It's like burning out of control. We need this Palo Santo for protection. Can you hear the construction workers outside? Oh, my life. It's all a blessing, though. It really is. It's all serving a purpose. It's all serving a higher purpose. I have to believe that. I have to believe that. Because if I don't, I'll end up on the roof with a Tommy gun. Okay. So that's been my experience today. I can't share to groups. I can't speak Spanish. People want me to try and pretend that I'm not I don't know. See, it's weird because it lets me share to some groups and then not others. I'm wondering if I'm getting reported by certain groups and that's what's happening and that's where the restrictions are taking place. It won't let me it won't let me post in Tanya Lee's group. But it will let me post in paid online psychic tarot and other things. But then it won't let me post in enlightened empaths. I don't know. I give up. My son just named his beater card the Mambulance. That's awesome. It's better than the Wambulance, which is what I am today. I am totally the Wambulance today. I'm just sweaty. I'm covered in sweat. I took that Cipro this morning, that antibiotic, and I'm tired and I'm covered in sweat. And the coffee's not helping, but the antibiotics make me tired. So, and I have to take them in the morning and at night. And so I feel like I'm trying to get my head straight by having a little bit of coffee. And I'm hoping that this will... See, it's weird. It lets me post to some groups and other ones no. It's so fucking strange. I think some groups have restrictions and others don't or something. I don't know. Anyways, if you don't post in groups, they're the ones that are blocking or limiting. If you can't post in groups, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe they are the ones that are blocking and limiting me. Maybe they hate me. Maybe, I'm too much for them because I'm daily. I don't know. I'm really the most non-threatening dude. I'm so tired though, guys. I think today is man cave day. Today is like curl up with the dogs and do nothing day. Because I am just tired. Tired of Mexico. I'm tired of construction workers outside my house pushing dust. I do have a showing on this house tomorrow, so say good prayers for that. I would really, really love to move from here. I'm going to share this with you guys. Maybe you guys can help me manifest it. I'm thinking about going back to Northern California, which is where I came from, but further north, towards the coast. I've been meditating a lot, and I've been seeing a cabin near a rocky beach in the woods, and that's where I think I want to go. And if I have to go there alone, I'll go there alone. If I can find a boyfriend that wants to go with me, great. But I don't know that I'm necessarily going to find a boyfriend that's going to want to hide out in the woods with me and meditate for the rest of his life. But we'll see. I have 3 really, really cute dogs that might, entice him, keep him busy. He can, play with them while I meditate and find peace within myself. Because that's really what this is about, is finding peace within myself. That's really, really what this is about. And that's really kind of, I feel like what I've been teaching you guys, or I don't even know that I'm teaching you guys necessarily anything because I don't necessarily consider myself a teacher, but what I've been learning for myself, I should say, and I hope that I'm expressing that in my dailies, is that this is really about getting closer to myself and finding out who I truly am and what I truly want, and then pursuing that in hopes of attaining that and having a life that has meaning, right? Having a life that I can look back upon when in old age and go, okay, I feel okay with everything I did. I feel okay with the relationships I had. I feel okay with the purpose I served. I feel okay that I actually helped others. Those are the things that have become important to me. They weren't important to me when I was like in my 20s and maybe even in my 30s. Like I was a little bit more, I hate to say it, but a little bit more like self-obsessed. Now I am, oh, shut up. I don't want to hear you talk, Daniel. Now I am very much kind of wanting to serve others, take care of others, and help this planet. You have coffee and bulldogs too, Jennifer? I have 3, honey. I love bulldogs. They're the most noble creatures in the world. They really are. They're the sweetest souls. They're a lot of work, but they're sweet, sweet, and well worth it. And they're all around me right now. And they make it hard to get out of bed. They make it hard to get out of bed, let me tell you. They're like those little sleep monsters. They use those little like Jedi mind tricks. They're like, oh, Daddy, we've had food. We've gone potty. Now can we go back to the bed? And can we curl up? And can we make piggy noises? And entice you back? I think I'm a little high from this antibiotics this morning. I feel like in a really weird mood. Like I feel kind of goofy, feel kind of silly. I think if I don't feel silly, I'm gonna like be upset. I don't want to be upset. So I'm trying to keep it positive to keep it cute. All right, so let's get to today's reading. It's good to see you guys. I love you guys. You guys are my only real social contact outside of this Mexican construction. I have to say that. So my daily readings are really sort of an inspiration to me at this time. They keep me going. Ducky, I have to say thank you to Ducky on a personal level. She keeps me going a lot of times when I don't think that I can. There are moments, I'll tell you guys, I'm going to be completely and 100% honest with you. I sometimes think that I am not able to pull this off. And I worry that I don't have the strength or the wherewithal to see this through sometimes. And so Ducky talks me down off that ledge. This is really what I want to do. This is really what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. But I feel like every day when I wake up to a Facebook restriction or the inability to figure out how to get myself out there in a better, in a bigger way, to help other people and to make it financially stable, it scares me. It makes me think like I'm kidding myself. And then I'm just gonna be fucking completely transparent and honest. I can't, I have no room for anything other than that. I believe in angels. I believe in God. I believe in spirit. I believe it's there to help us and to guide us. I think that my issue is sometimes I don't believe in myself. And I fear that I'm gonna like make a mistake or I'm gonna do something wrong or that I'm not good enough, And when you spend a lot of time alone and you meditate on that sort of stuff and you try and let it go, it's hard. Because you want something so bad. So anyways, let's not get emotional. And emotions aren't a bad thing. Emotions are a good thing. They are signifiers. They are telling us where we're at, where our vibration is at, what we're creating. So I love you too, Jennifer. I love you all. And I believe that, your guys' support keeps me going a lot of the times. And so I'm appreciative of all of that, even if it's on this bedhead. I'm appreciative of all of that. I guess I'm just really introspective. I've been really this construction outside has really brought me to this place of where I'm like really sort of like, is this the right place for me? Is this where I want to be? Do I want to be here for the next 3 years with all this construction and change and push and work really hard to make this work, or do I want to go to the coast of California and live a real quiet sort of simple existence where I can concentrate on trying to figure out YouTube and figure out how to be online properly and figure out, myself, because that's really all I'm left with in the end of all of this is myself, and my what I've done here in the world and what I've brought here to the world and what differences I've made in the world. And those are the things that I want to do. So Ducky has seen my manifestational house of where I want to go. I have a house picked out. It's in escrow. I'm pissed. I'm putting up my link, you guys, in case you guys want to book private readings or join the Facebook group or subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's in the comments. I have called the realtor and I have asked the realtor to please let me know if it falls out of escrow. So I'm trying to manifest it falling out of escrow. But on top of that, I'm also trying to manifest the sale of these 2 houses here so that I can be free of Mexico. And then I can load my little babies up and I can go straight from Mexico right into California and go back to sort of, it would be 2 hours north of where I grew up, but like some of the most important people in my life, some of my most lifelong friendships that I miss the most deeply are there. And I've been in contact with them via Facebook Messenger, and I've been saying to them, I'm like, hey, if I come back there, can we spend time together? And they've been saying yes. It's been an adventure. Let's just say that. All right, so June 27th, Jueves, which is Espanol for Thursday. And Junio is Espanol por June. Okay, so that's your Spanish lesson for today. And if you want to know the number, it's 27. So it's Junio, it's 27 de Junio y Jueves. Okay, so there we go. You learned a little Spanish today. And let's look at the cards. Let's see what we've got going on for today. And if it's emotional, it might be my fault. Don't blame me. I love you guys, though. Thank you for tuning in. My dog's licking my legs. She knows I need healing. I think this Cipro has just knocked me on my ass. I've been taking antibiotics all week, and it's just finally, I'm just kind of done. I'm fried. And I need to get away from Mexico. Mexico's just too much. All right, so the shuffle doesn't feel too bad. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of resistance to me. It feels like things are moving fairly smoothly. Let's see what that, hopefully that stays with most of us. There might be some of us that are struggling. Don't necessarily, take my word over your own. If you are struggling, that's okay, but you could shift your focus and start to look at the fact that maybe you're focusing more on the struggle or the resistance than on the opportunity to flow with the stream versus against the stream, okay? Because to me, the stream of the shuffle feels like things actually are moving quickly and easily on this Thursday, okay? So if you feel that you're struggling or you're bumping up against issues, people, things that are getting in your way, try and shift your perspective, try and shift your attention, try and shift your intention about how you deal with these situations, about how these situations affect you, about how these people are in your lives, and show them love, show them compassion, show them higher vibrational energies, and watch them transform in front of you, and watch, oh God, I keep going the wrong way with my hair. Ugh. Anyways, and watch those situations change, okay? I'm a hot mess this morning, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm usually more put together, but whatever. The card for today is the 10 of Cups, which is passion. And I like this card. This card kind of goes both ways for me. It's an interesting card. Let me see. Is Buddha working correctly today, or is he too close? Sometimes he's too close. Is he not? Yeah, see, the hand camera is all fucked up. I don't know what's going on with Buddha and how. Let's see if I can put passion up here and you guys can see it better. I don't know if you're going to see the whole card, but the passion card sometimes comes both ways with me because it's so fiery and orange. It sometimes can signify like, that burning passion inside of us that can kind of sort of burn us out. That's not really a great visual for the card. Let me see. Fuck it. I'm just going to show it to you. Sometimes this is not necessarily a positive card to me, but today it does feel positive to me. Today it does feel about pursuing one's passion. This fire, this orange, this flame that we've got going on in the background here feels like light your fire. Go after what it is you want. And the reason why I say that is because we've had all of these cards leading up about our thoughts and our emotions, getting clear on our thoughts and our emotions, what it is we want, getting clarity. Yesterday I was in meditation class. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Abraham Hicks, but I was doing Rockets of Desire. I want this house in Sea Ranch really bad, and I know it's in escrow, and they're saying, oh no, we think the escrow is going to close, but they're in their investigation period. I'm really, really praying that they find something in their investigation they don't like, or they can't get their mortgage and the house falls through. And then I can sort of sell these houses and I can instantly buy that house and go straight to California. That's what I'm trying to manifest. That's my passion right now. That's where I'm on fire. That's what gives me the most excitement. That's where I get to picture my dogs going to a temperate climate where the humidity doesn't bother them anymore and they can run around free and play, because that's what I want for them. Right now they go outside and they see construction workers and big trucks and they get freaked out and start barking, and they don't know what's going on either, and it's scaring them, and I don't like that. I don't like that one single bit. And so I dragged them down here on this whim to try and see if Mexico was going to work for me, and they've been very good about supporting me and loving me through this experience. But they're my babies. They love me unconditionally, and I believe that they deserve more. They've given me so much. I want to give them something back in return. If that means moving up northern coast of California where there's fog, which I miss the fog of San Francisco. I grew up in San Francisco and I used to love the fog when it would roll in, right? Because it felt like this warm, not warm, but like this like blanket of like safety. It wasn't quite rain. I don't mind the rain either. I'm a Pisces. I love the water. But it felt like this sort of like covering that kind of covered over you and kept you sort of snugly warm. It gave you the option to wear like a good coat. And even though you'd get on the subway and go into town and it'd be sunny in downtown San Francisco, you'd be like, fuck, why did I bring this coat? I lived out in the Sunset where the sea would bring in the fog, and I used to love the fog. And I think that there's going to be fog up north in California that I miss. The cypress trees, the rocky beaches, they're different than the sandy beaches here. I want to go there. I really think that's where I want to go. And do you have heavy fog now, Janice? I love it. I love the fog blanket. It makes me feel really secure. It makes me feel really introspective. It makes me feel, and I think I want that back. And I'm also, what I'm trying to stay focused on, and this is about this passion card, is staying focused on what excites me, what strengthens me. The reason why I say strength, let me hold this up really close. There's this lion here, right? And he's all in gold, and he's like a vase, and he's holding this flower, this idea, this growth, this bloom, this possibility for something more, right? And all of this energy is burning around him, this passionate energy of this is what he wants. This is what feels good. This is what we're chasing. And so that's what I sort of feel like I'm focusing on. Yesterday in meditation class, I was like really trying to visualize myself being in this place, visualizing my dogs running in the yard, visualizing myself walking up the pathway and into the doors and into the space, and really like feeling meditative and safe there. And yes, it's far removed from people. Yes, it's a little bit like maybe isolative. It's a smaller town, but maybe I get to know people in a smaller town and feel safer there. Maybe I get to feel a little bit more safer on an empathic scale because I'm not picking up all of the crazy noises and sounds and bonkers energies that are going on here in Mexico. I can still like tap into those bonkers energies when I need to, but I don't have to live in them day to day. So that's like how I'm reading this passion card today for me. Whatever your passion may be today, pursue it. Know that you're protected. That gold lion says that you have the tenacity and the strength and the protection, the fortitude to go after it. That flower in the vase says to me that the ideas that you have are valid and good and beautiful. Stay focused on that. We've had all of these sort of, and let's go back to Sunday, guys. We had that Ace of Wands illumination card. Maybe this is my illumination, right? Maybe you found your illumination. Maybe your passion or what it is that you really, really want and that fires you up and inspires you. Now that we've gone through these ideas of like looking at our emotions, looking at our mental space, looking at like sort of our creative mind and what is it we want to create. Now we're at this place of, okay, so I know what I want to create. So how do I go about creating it? So we get into a meditative space, or we get into a quiet space where we start to visualize the creation of it, the having of it, how it's going to feel to us, and the good feelings that that brings to us. And then we bring that to us, hopefully. You know, I'm not going to say it's a guaranteed bring along, but I think we stand a better chance of living in the feeling of what is good and what is right and what feels like our highest good and what excites us the most. I think that the universe or God or whatever you want to call it wants to give that to us as long as it's within our highest good. So if this house for me is in my highest good, it's going to fall out of escrow. These people are going to not want it, or they're going to put it back on the market in 6 months. I don't know. There's also a backup house that's up there that is a possibility too. But I have work to do here in Mexico. I need to find some sort of a miracle where both of these houses sell so that the cash is freed up so that I can go to California. That would then put me, and these are other reasons. I'm just using me as an example, but I'm hoping you guys are learning from these examples. Then the train of thought, the exciting train of thought goes to the fact that I would be about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from some very dear people that I've loved for many, many, many years that I don't see anymore. That I want to see. Because I'm lonely. And that's the truth. I've learned that in meditation. And that's okay, because those are the choices that I made. I made good choices. I went to rural Montana to take care of my grandmother. I did the right thing. I went to Texas to be close to my mom. I did the right thing. Did I fit into Texas? Not necessarily. Would I go back to Texas to take care of my mom if she needs me? Of course. But right now, I need my friendships. I need my lifelong friendships, the people that still love me, that know me, that have known me for years. And they're there. They might be a few hours away, but I'm willing to get in the car and drive to see them, and hopefully they'd be willing to get in the car and drive to see me, and maybe spend a weekend in the woods and be at peace and have a mellow weekend. And so far I've been texting them, and I've been sending them pictures of these houses and saying, pray for me, make this happen. I want to be home again. I want to go home. And it's funny to me because it's like we spend our whole life searching, right, for ourselves and for where we need to be. I think I've done it myself. I don't know that we all do this, but I certainly have. I went to Provincetown, Massachusetts. I went to rural Montana to take care of my grandmother. I went to Texas to be near my mother. Now I'm in the middle of fucking Mexico. I've looked around, and I'm realizing that maybe I just need to go right back to where I started and find the real me. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I'm really hoping, I'm putting it out there to you guys because I really would love to have it. And maybe I'll even share the house in the group and you guys can see the house that I'm looking at. Let's see if I can do that. I don't even know if it'll let me share in the group because I'm on fucking probation. So stupid. Let me see if I can share this house. I'm so upset that it is in escrow. I want it to not be in escrow. I want it to fall out of escrow. And I know that's mean. It's not mean. I just really feel like this is my house. Like this is where I want to be. I see the dogs running up and down the the decks of this house. So I'm hoping that indeed maybe something might happen where this house... I think this Cipro has just knocked me on my ass. Okay, I just posted it into the group. That's the house I want, you guys. So you guys can look at that house and tell me if you think you see me and my 3 bulldogs living there happily ever after. Or at least happily for the time being. And I love that it's called Sky Cloud. The street name is Sky Cloud, which, you know, angel wings, Sky Cloud. I don't know. I need this house to fall out of escrow, and I need these houses in Mexico to sell. I need God and the universe to bring me to this place because it's the first thing that's made me super, super excited and happy in a while. So, what is it? Pat says, let all thing bad thought about the people that have, let all thing bad thoughts about the people that have the house in escrow. No, don't do that, Pat. I want, if it's yours, exactly. Abby Noel says, if it's yours, so be it. And I believe that. If it is mine, so be it. If it falls out of escrow, if the realtors know that I'm interested in it, they'll send me an email if it falls out of escrow. I'm kind of looking at it like this. I'm thinking escrow might be protecting the house for me for a minute while I sell Mexico. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm actually trying not to be in aversion that it's in escrow. I'm trying to believe that, okay, these people have put it in escrow and they're like doing their perfunctory work on whether or not they want it. Maybe at the last minute they decide not to want it, and that might buy me a month to sort out Mexico and get Mexico taken care of. And then once Mexico is taken care of, because that's the problem. I need the money out of Mexico so that I can buy this house. So, I don't know. We will see. We will see. We will see. But that's what's going on with me. A lot of personal information. Follow your passions today. Let them know that you're secure in them. This might be the illumination or the awareness, the spiritual illumination that we were looking at in the midweek on Sunday. It's lit a passion in us today on Thursday that is pushing us towards what it is we truly want. You know, what is it that we're passionate about? What is it that we want to go after with vigor and hope? And so that's where I'm at, and that's all transpired within this week. Ducky's been like, I send Ducky these things, and she's just been like, oh my God, it's beautiful, it'd be amazing. And then I looked a little further, and I saw that it was pending on another website, and I was like, oh fuck. So then I called the realtor, and they were like, oh, indeed, it is in escrow. I was like, oh shit. But we'll see. You never know. Maybe it's not there. Maybe there's a better house. I have to be open to that. But I'm not, and I'm, or maybe I need to just sell off Mexico, be clear of Mexico, and then drive to Northern California, to this area, and spend some time and see if it's even right for me. But I am willing to have the faith in my higher power, in the universe, that I would go in a heartbeat just to see, because that's what brought me here to Mexico. And Mexico has not been all that bad. It's been a learning experience. It's been a growth experience. It's been some of the best times that I've had. It's also been some of the hardest times. But it has brought me to this daily. It's brought me to all of you guys. And so I don't see Mexico as a mistake at all. I just see it as a part of life that I've learned from, and a part of that life that I've gotten to explore and enjoy. And I get to say that I went all the way to Mexico by myself with my 3 dogs and made a go of it for a year, maybe even over a year, depending on how long I'm here. And I took the risk, and I reaped some reward. But now I'm done. Now I'm ready for the next risk or the next adventure. Listen to the construction out there. They're like dumping, beeping trucks. I mean, and it's literally right outside my door. And it's going to be that way for 3 years. All right. Okay. So I'm going to sign off, you guys. Thank you for listening. Sorry if I was a little rummy from the Cipro, from the antibiotics, and not having had enough coffee. I think I'm going to go lay back down, though, because I do feel a little, out of it and tired. Look at that house. Tell me what you think. Does it feel like me? Does it feel like a house that maybe you would want to come and visit me and meditate in and hang out for a weekend and just be at peace? And you know, pray only good things for these people that are in escrow. If it's meant to be their house, it's meant to be their house. I don't want to take anything from anybody that doesn't belong to me. That's not my goal. But I really sort of feel like that's my house. But who knows? I've got shit I need to do here in Mexico before I can change that. All right, you guys, have a great day. I may get on and do a pop-up tonight, because tonight would be a really good night to do that. If not, I'll do it tomorrow night. But I'm probably going to get on and do a pop-up tonight, like maybe pendulums or single card pulls. So try and be around if you can. I need to spend more time with you guys. I feel better when I'm connected to you guys. It's just so awkward because I feel like I'm talking to myself in a video camera. But I hope that you guys will be around tonight for that. And I hope you all are feeling well and feeling good and staying positive and pursuing your passion and being clear on your thoughts and your emotions and using the ones that serve your highest good versus those that are like not necessarily raising your vibration. Okay? All right, you guys. I will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.